everyone, Darkside Phil here. I just knocked over the Hawking hat. That's not good. You know, the hat that I used for the Hardcore Gaming Season giveaway. Welcome to a channel update for October 11th, 2012. I've got a lot of stuff to talk about that I want to cover, so please bear with me. The elephant in the room right now, the thing that everyone wants to hear about, is this big announcement from Microsoft this week regarding their new terms of service and the ability to post gaming footage of Microsoft games. I'm going to get to that. I know that's the hot topic, but I got some other housekeeping to do in this video as well. Alright? So first of all, I just want to let everyone know, yes, I finally did episode 4 of The Walking Dead today. That whole playthrough is live here on DSPGaming. It's my favorite episode of all of them so far, by the way. And I really feel they did a great job of amping up the excitement, the suspense of what's going to happen in the final episode. Okay, I'm not going to spoil. I want you to obviously watch the playthrough. Now, one thing I want to address, because it really did annoy me this week, is as you know, there were two major retail releases, Dishonored and XCOM Enemy Unknown. And these had been announced that they were coming out this week for months, okay? All of a sudden, Telltale Games, like on Monday, announced that on Tuesday on the PlayStation Network and then on Wednesday on PC and Xbox Live that The Walking Dead Episode 4 would be released, okay? That's all well and good and cool. And, people sent me Twitter messages, people were sending me messages in different ways to let me know, okay. But then what happened that I really didn't appreciate and I didn't think was cool was that on Monday and Tuesday, as I had planned, because I had announced this ahead of time, I started playing both Dishonored and XCOM, and I played both games each day so that there's around equal amount of footage. There's about 29 to 30 parts of each game live right now on DSPGaming, okay? What I don't appreciate is people who I know you want to see The Walking Dead, okay? I want to play The Walking Dead. It's great that the game came out early because everyone was expecting it was going to come out the last week of October, but what it looks like is they may have released it early to coincide with the new season of The Walking Dead that starts this weekend on TV, okay? But what's not cool is going into the playthrough videos of Dishonored and of XCOM and just spamming the fuck out of the comments. Oh, The Walking Dead's out, Phil. Play The Walking Dead. Why are you playing this? Play The Walking Dead. Like, I'm going to play it. Why wouldn't I play it? You know what I mean? I've played the last 3 episodes. I enjoyed them all. Now, just because Telltale doesn't have a schedule for when they're releasing the episodes of this game, and they just announce it willy-nilly, oh, by the way, we're just releasing it this week with no warning whatsoever, well, that doesn't change what I'm doing. I had already said I was doing 2 retail games. A lot of people were looking forward to those 2 retail games. So for me to say, oh, well, fuck those retail games because Walking Dead's coming out and push them aside would have been very unprofessional. It would have been unfair to people who I had told for weeks now that those were the games I was playing this week. So I understand when you're excited, but don't spam the comments with unrelated shit. It just makes the videos look stupid. So now, I've got a Dishonored playthrough and an XCOM playthrough, where if anyone who's discovering them for the first time, oh, Dishonored, this is that game I heard about, it looks pretty good. Oh, the video's pretty good, let's look at the comments. Oh, why aren't you playing Walking Dead? Play Walking Dead, Walking Dead Episode 4, Walking Dead, Walking Dead, Walking Dead. And they're going to say, what the fuck is this? Why is everyone talking about The Walking Dead in the comments of Dishonored? It's stupid, it's unrelated. You're lucky that I didn't block anyone. I didn't. I was very lenient because I kind of understand that it was a lot of people who were just excited about seeing the gameplay. But you gotta be mature. Don't fucking act like a child and spam the shit out of unrelated comments on an unrelated video, okay? I had to address that because it did piss me off. So now, to get back on track, The Walking Dead Episode 4 is complete. I decided I was going to do it today. And those are the only videos I put up today besides this channel update. Reason being, I know a lot of people want to see it, and I figured let's just put it out. It's a good 2.5 to 3 hours of footage. Let's just put it out there today, and that way everyone can just absorb it for the day, and that's it, and there's no confusion. I was actually afraid that if I put out The Walking Dead and then some other videos of another game, that either The Walking Dead or those new videos would get brushed under the rug and people would skip them because they just want to see one or the other. So this way, all day today, you can watch The Walking Dead. Tomorrow, I will be resuming my playthroughs of Dishonored and XCOM. In fact, truth be told, I did actually play some Dishonored today. And from what I can tell, now I don't know because I'm not cheating, okay, I'm not like looking ahead and to see how far I am in the game, but from what I can tell, I might be approaching the end of the game. I played it for about another 3 hours today, so I think that would be a total of like maybe, probably, let's see, 3 hours yesterday, and it was about another maybe 2 to 3 hours, so 6. So probably I'm around 8 to 9 hours of gameplay, and people were saying the game was around 8 to 12 hours long if you actually take your time and do all the optional side quests and stuff, which I've been doing actually, incidentally. I'm going around taking my time, I'm trying to find the items, I'm trying to find optional ways to do the missions besides just straightforward kill everything, and I think I'm doing a really good job. So what it's looking like is that I may beat Dishonored on Friday. I'm not promising that, but I may beat it, okay? Here's what I'm going to tell you though, footage will start uploading earlier than usual. I know that usually I play for a few hours and then I start uploading late afternoon, early evening. Tomorrow, since I have footage stored up from today, I'll probably start uploading around mid-afternoon. Whenever I wake up and I'm ready to start playing, I'll start uploading at the same time. So I'll be playing and uploading simultaneously. So for those of you who like Dishonored, Friday's going to be a really good day for you, okay? You're going to really enjoy Friday because it looks like I may even beat Dishonored, okay? In addition to that, the new episode of the Hardcore Gaming Season giveaway will be coming out, and I have good news and I have bad news. The good news is, well, actually, you know what? For you, it's actually all good news. Let me put it that way. For me, it's a little bit of a hassle. For the people who are involved in the contest, this is all good news for you. Number one, we finally got winners for Spider-Man Friend or Foe and Top Gun. The two people that came forward and said, for the redraws from last week, and they've claimed the game. So actually it's looking like probably around tomorrow-ish I may be able to mail out those games to them. So congratulations to those two guys. They actually won the game. However, the person who won the Game of Thrones is about to be shit out of luck, because if I don't hear from you by the time that I make my Hardcore Gaming Season giveaway video tomorrow, you forfeit the Game of Thrones. And that's a shame, because the person who won it, I remember specifically in the comment that was the entry to the contest, they said, I love Game of Thrones. Well, then you should read your PMs, and you should watch the Hardcore Gaming Season giveaway videos every fucking Friday. I kind of said this, and I don't know why people aren't listening. Every Friday I'm putting out a new video for the Hardcore Gaming Season giveaway announcing the winners, and some people just aren't getting it. In fact, one of the guys who won the redraw sent me a PM and he said, oh Phil, wow, I'm so glad I checked my PMs because I didn't think you put out a video on this. What? I've been doing it for a month. Every Friday for a month I'm putting out a Hardcore Gaming Season giveaway video. Like, how can I get it through your heads, okay? So tomorrow will be a new video. If I don't hear from the winner of Game of Thrones, there'll be a redraw for that. Then we're going to draw the winner of Sorcery, and then we're going to pick another game. And keep in mind, I think some of the best games like Tales of Grace's F, Kingdoms of Amalur Reckoning, Final Fantasy 13-2 Collector's Edition, those are some of the best ones, and they're still here. So the giveaway's heating up, okay? New York Comic Con. I answered this question in Ask the King on Monday, but I'll say it again. No, I am not attending New York Comic Con this year. We waited, in my head I had thought about maybe doing it, maybe not doing it. What ended up happening was, last minute, OJ found out that he was going to be able to share a table with Carrie, the white mage, who is from Athena Winks, I think is the name of her company. She sells all those anime and cool cutesy video game related hats and stuff at these conventions. So originally I thought we were going because I was going to have a table with OJ. Then OJ was denied a table, so I said kind of wrote it off. All of a sudden, a couple weeks ago, he said he's going again, and John Rambo and I were kind of weighing and balancing, should we go, should we go? And then finally we talked about it and we were like, well, wait a minute. We already went to E3. E3 is the biggest event of the year for video games. Anything that we were going to see, we would have seen at E3, you know what I mean? The only exception is Rockstar, because Rockstar never goes to E3. But guess what? Rockstar doesn't let you film jack fucking shit anyway. All that Rockstar had last year at New York Comic Con was a booth that was enclosed. It said, no cameras, nothing. And all you did was walk inside and watch the trailer for Max Payne 3. First of all, the game wasn't that great, but why do I have to walk inside a fucking booth to see a trailer? Like, what the fuck? Why are they so secretive about their games? I don't understand that. But anyway, outside of that, really not a lot of news. I'm sure there's not going to be a lot of stuff that would have been different from what we saw at E3, besides a small handful of things. Like today there was an announcement that Darkstalkers Collection is coming out in early 2013, and if it sells and does well, they're going to probably make a Darkstalkers 4, okay? Capcom is looking to see if there's still interest in the Darkstalkers franchise. So, besides little minor announcements here or there like that, you're not going to get any big giant blockbusters at New York Comic Con. It hasn't happened ever. And so we said, there's too much stuff going on right now, especially with me. Right now, in the middle of Dishonored, I'm in the middle of XCOM. I actually want to do kind of a retrospective for The Hateful Truth, which I don't even know if I'm going to get a chance to do now that I see the timing, because The Walking Dead just all of a sudden came out this week, you know, out of nowhere with no warning or anything. I don't even know if I'm going to get to do it. I just don't have time to take another day out to go do New York Comic Con this year, okay? So I apologize to anyone who may have been looking forward to meeting me there. I didn't say I was definitely going, unfortunately, but it turns out this year we figured it just wasn't worth it for us, okay? So that's that. Saturday, John Rambo's going to be coming over. We're going to do Smart Guys. We're going to be doing the final WWE 12 simulation matches for the Bound for Glory pay-per-view, which is on Sunday, TNA Impact Wrestling Bound for Glory. We may do some special stuff with it, I'm not sure, to give the game a send-off, because the next time we do simulations, it'll be in WWE 13. Or maybe we'll do different co-op. Like I said, we've got different things to do. We've got One Piece, another log we can do. We've got the ending of Darksiders Chronicles, not Darksiders, Darkside Chronicles for Resident Evil, the light gun game, we could do that. There are a lot of different things we can do. So we're going to decide what we're going to do, but you're going to have new co-op gameplay on Saturday, okay? Alright, so I guess now we will address the elephant in the room. Let's talk about the situation going on right now with Microsoft. This big announcement this week, this press release that Microsoft came out with, to which everyone kind of scratched their head and said, what the fuck kind of a strategy is this? Like, what company would come out and do something like this? So let me explain. Microsoft made an announcement that for specific Microsoft Studio titles, now that's not any game that's on Xbox, okay? Let's make it perfectly clear. It's not any first-party title. It's a specific group of games that came out from Microsoft Studios. So we're talking the exclusive Microsoft games like the Halo series, the Forza series, the Fable series. Those particular games that are Xbox exclusive, they're actually developed and made by Microsoft and or Microsoft-owned subsidiaries. Those games will no longer be allowed to be monetized on YouTube, on Vimeo, on any video sharing website. So let me explain. What they're saying is they basically don't want anyone making money off of their games. Okay? So what they're telling YouTube, and they're making this public announcement that we don't, it's perfectly fine for you to upload footage, for example, Halo 4 next month. Perfectly fine for anyone to play the game and upload footage of the game to a website. But you can't put ads on it if you're making money off of the ads. If you make money off of the ads you place on a Microsoft Studios game, they're saying they're not allowing it. Okay? But that's all they said. They didn't say, oh, it's incurable for this kind of a fine, or this or that. And there's a reason for that. So, first of all, let's just explore the realm of this decision. So Microsoft doesn't want anyone putting ads on their videos, and they don't want to have anyone making money off of their games. Now, wasn't Halo a game that they started doing something called machinimas off of? You know, taking clips of the game and turning it into skits, and then based off of that, they became huge. I mean, Red versus Blue, anybody? Became giant. Probably literally sold millions of extra copies of Halo over the course of its lifetime. Hello, Microsoft. Videos on YouTube that were monetized is what made Halo a huge fucking hit. It's actually part of that social media experience that made Halo blow up and become pretty much the #1 first-person shooter until Call of Duty took its place years later. So for Microsoft to come out and make an announcement like this is insanely hypocritical. It's like saying, well, gee, thanks for all the free promotion for all those years and for making Halo such a success. Fuck you, we don't want you to get making money off of it anymore. So either you can continue to do it for complete free and waste your time, or fuck off, okay? It's a complete piss in the face of the fans who have been doing things like these machinimas, competitive footage. Let's talk about that aspect of it. How many tournaments are held for Halo where people stream, where people are doing, you know, matchmaking footage on, or the multiplayer tournament level footage? How many videos of that are there? How much, you know, how many views do those get? So it's just ridiculous that Microsoft all of a sudden, it's almost like, again, and I say this all the time, when you hear these stupid announcements, it's a room of VPs and bigwigs that don't understand gaming, don't understand the culture, don't even understand why the games that they sell are successful, and they all sit down and go, well, the other day, my grandson, he turned on his computer, and I saw a video of Halo, and there was an ad on it, and I found out that the person made money off of that. Harumph, that shouldn't be, harumph. Oh, everyone better agree with me, because if you don't, you're all fired. And everyone says, yes, sir, because we all need our jobs, and we're yes men. Yes, sir. That's a great that's a great decision, sir. Let's get that press release out there. Makes no fucking sense for the company. It's going to actually hurt the company in the long run. Microsoft, whoever made this decision within you, you're a bunch of fucking complete nitwits, okay? But now, let's realistically talk about two things. Is it enforceable, and who does it really affect? Is it enforceable that Microsoft can force video footage of Halo and any other, like Fable The Journey that just came out, any of these games, can they force footage to be taken down off of YouTube? The answer is no, legally they cannot. They have no grounds, because regardless of anything they're saying, if people are doing a commentary video, it's considered a transformative work, it's protected under US fair use law. Therefore, they can't have a video game playthrough or multiplayer footage with commentary get taken down. What they can do is they can release a blanket request to YouTube and say, listen, we don't want this anymore, so you better do it or we may sue you at some point. Make sure that any videos of Halo have no ads on them, or if they have ads, that no one's getting paid, okay? I could see that. I could see that YouTube, remember, YouTube is a coward. YouTube is this giant organization, but they're so fucking afraid of litigation that for the little guy, remember before I was partnered with Machinima, as a little guy, people could just put false copyright claims against random videos, not even have credentials to prove who they are, and you would get a legitimate copyright strike against your channel because YouTube is a coward. Oh, we can't face litigation. Oh, in the case of, we better be better safe than sorry. So rather than stick up for our users, who are the reason that our website exists and is successful and makes so much money, we're going to attack the user, and we're going to take the word of the company, or the not even a company, just a fucking email, no matter what, and we're going to shut you down, okay? It's complete cowardice. It's a broken system. YouTube's system for copyright stuff doesn't work, okay? We all agree on that. We've all known that for years. So, that is literally what I'm afraid of, that Microsoft may contact YouTube, and YouTube might flip out and be a coward and be like, well, that's it, just no ads on Halo videos, no ads on Fable. Anything Microsoft related, no ads. We're just disabling all the ads because we want to be better safe than sorry. And that could potentially happen, okay? Now, here's the thing though. Is it legally enforceable? Any of this? Could Microsoft actually incur a penalty against anyone who puts an ad on their video? The answer is no. There is no legal precedent whatsoever for Microsoft to take any legal action against someone who puts up a video game video with commentary, okay? That is protected under fair use law. So no matter what they say, they could fucking stand there with shotguns and pose and say, we're coming for you, boy, we're going to come to your house and blow your brains out if you post up Halo 4 footage and put ads on it. And you could say, fuck you, I don't care, because you can't do it in court. Legally, there's nothing that Microsoft can do to anyone who posts Halo footage, okay? So legally, you don't have to worry about a thing. If you're a person who's going to play Halo 4, who likes Fable, who's been doing content of these games, legally you have nothing whatsoever to worry about. But what you do have to worry about is if you are partnered on YouTube and you do put ads on your videos, YouTube may be disabling this functionality. And that's going to be fucked up that they do if they do that for Microsoft games, okay? Now, one more thing here, and this is the thing that I think a lot of people have questioned on, and actually let me check the time on the channel update because I know I'm probably running out of time. Yes, I am. So I'll start to wrap it up here. But the question in everyone's mind is, well, Phil, is this going to affect you? Will you be able to play Halo 4 next month? What about everyone else? Who's affected and who's not by this ruling? Well, here's the honest truth. The honest truth is, some companies who are involved in these partnerships on YouTube, Machinima is one of them, okay, already have partnerships with some of the larger game publishers. Microsoft is one of those. So a company like Machinima, it's also been publicly announced that MLG, who does the tournament series officially for Halo in the United States, these guys are covered, okay? And so the good news is if you're a Machinima partner, if you're under MLG or you're an MLG competitor, if you're under those umbrellas of any other company, and I don't know what other companies are under this umbrella, but if your company has a partnership with Microsoft, you're fine. In fact, the day that this was announced, I wrote an email to the head of the partner program over at Machinima, and I said, listen, here's the deal. I'm concerned for two reasons. Number one, if you remember correctly, last year John Rambo and I did a full co-op playthrough of Halo CE. Okay? We were worried that maybe we get in trouble because now we have these videos up. They've had ads for a year, and is Microsoft going to bitch and moan that there's Halo footage with ads on it? Number two, we're definitely planning on doing a Halo 4 co-op playthrough next month. I want to do Halo 4 multiplayer. Is it worth it? Are we going to be able to put ads on that? And my contact responded. He said, Phil, no worries. We're covered. You proceed as planned with no problems. If anything changes or if we get additional information, we'll let you know. But as of now, you're smooth sailing. You're free to go. So for people who are partnered with Machinima and other companies that are bigger companies, okay, you're probably going to be okay. I would say if you're partnered with the Game Station, if you're partnered with any of these bigger ones that are known, you're going to want to ask. Don't take it for granted. You're going to want to write your contacts. You're going to want to say, I need to know ASAP what's going on. If not, can you contact Microsoft and get the permission to put these videos out, okay? So essentially, when you think about it, you're like, okay, so if you're not partnered with a big company, who else could be partnered? Well, people who are just, their personal channels are partnered on YouTube through the YouTube AdSense program. Now, this was the program that my old channel, The King of Hate HD, was partnered on YouTube, okay? But here's the thing. YouTube doesn't allow video gameplay under the AdSense program. It actually says in the terms and conditions, we don't allow video game footage. And back when I had the King of Hate HD, even the couple times where maybe there was a snippet of game footage here or there, some of those videos were denied by YouTube for partnership to put ads on them. So really, when it comes down to it, people who are just normally partnered through AdSense aren't really additionally affected because they could never upload the video footage of the game anyway. It wasn't allowed under the AdSense program. So really, when it comes down to it, who's being affected most by this announcement? And the answer really is a very small group of people. It's people who have their channels partnered not through Google AdSense, but through third parties that aren't Machinima or bigger companies. So I know there are some of them, and forgive me because I was contacted 100 years ago about them, and I don't know the names of them. But even Panda Lee was contacted about it about 2 months ago. Before she partnered with Machinima, she was contacted by a company who wanted to partner her for her videos, but they weren't offering as much of money as Machinima does for a partnership. So she obviously went with Machinima, and I said, listen, you go with Machinima because they're a bigger company. I never even heard of this third-party company. But I know for a fact that there are people out there, some of my fans are concerned because they're not partnered with the bigger companies. They're partnered with smaller companies, and who knows, they probably don't have an agreement with Microsoft, and what that means is, unfortunately, yeah, you probably can't monetize your videos of Halo. Again, what was Microsoft really going after with this announcement? Well, you're not going after any Machinima partners who, by the way, are some of the biggest gamers on YouTube, so right there, it makes absolutely no sense. You're not going after people with normal AdSense partnerships because they can't post up gaming footage anyway. So you're going after a very small, select group of people who maybe not necessarily aren't even, I'm not saying in everyone's case, but most of them probably aren't some of the bigger YouTubers. So why attack them? Why go after this group? When you have this group who are posting videos, you say, okay to this group can't do it anyway, so let's attack this group. This is what I mean. This is exactly what I mean. The group of VPs that were in that room with Microsoft, they don't understand the culture, they don't understand the product, they don't understand why the games have sold, they don't even understand why the videos are on YouTube and that it's free advertising and it sold millions of copies of the games. They're fucking idiots. These are the people who are in charge of major corporations. I know, because I worked for one. People who had no fucking concept of reality. They just have these lofty fucking ideas, and they come out with these stupid edicts in a boardroom, and they don't know what the fuck they're talking about because they're fucking out of touch with reality. They don't belong in those positions, but these are the people who are in power at these companies. So, the bottom line is, if you're with Machinima, you're not affected. If you're already with regular AdSense, you're not affected because you couldn't upload the footage in the first place. By the way, I know some people say, well, I have been. Well, guess what? You just lucked out because, like I said, when I used to try it on the King of Hate HD, I got shot down every time. So chances are your videos probably aren't getting a lot of views. If they did, you'd probably start getting denied the fact of being able to put ads on gameplay videos just under a normal partner channel. So it's only going to be this middle group of people who are affected. I apologize to you. I sympathize and empathize and everything with you because it's bullshit. There's no fucking reason for Microsoft to do this. It's pure fucking just nonsensical thinking. They don't know what they're doing. And I know I say that a lot about a lot of things, but there are just some people who don't know what the fuck they're doing. This decision was a direct result of some fucking complete uninformed idiot, and it makes no sense whatsoever within the gaming world, okay? The good news, at least for me, is I'm under machinima. I'm protected, okay? I strongly urge that if you are partnered with someone that's not machinima, you need to contact whoever you're partnered with immediately. Find out if you're okay to have Halo footage up and go from there, okay? So I'm trying to give you the honest info here so that you can make a proper action. Please go ahead and do so. Protect yourself. Don't just rush into it next month. Oh, I'm going to do it and start putting up Halo videos, and the next thing you know, 4 copyright strikes, your channel's gone, okay? That's the last thing I want to see. I want to see people be able to safely do what they love to do. And if it means, God forbid, but if it means, hey, I have to skip Halo 4 because Microsoft's a bunch of fucking idiots, skip Halo 4. That's all I can say. That's my honest advice. Just skip it. Because honestly, how many games are under Microsoft Studios? Again, Halo, Forza, Fable, and like 1 or 2 others. It's not like, oh no, I can't play games anymore. It's very few games. It's just Halo is like one of the biggest ones that's going to be affected, and it's unfortunate, but idiots will be idiots. And that's really the real explanation of the situation. Idiots will be idiots and do idiotic things, and yes men will approve their decisions because they're cowards, and rather than speak up and try to do the right thing for the company and for the customer, they want to keep their jobs because the economy is so bad, and they say, yes sir, whatever you say sir, I want to keep my job sir, I want to keep my house sir, I don't want to, default on my mortgage because you fired me sir, and that's the simple answer. Okay, that's it for this channel update. Lots of info, I know. I look forward to seeing you for Dishonored tomorrow. Maybe the conclusion, not positive, but also keep in mind, I'm going to be reviewing Dishonored. It's probably going to be the 100th Hateful Truth, which is the anniversary episode. I will be trying to do a special retrospect at some point. I don't know if I'm going to have time to now, because tomorrow's probably going to be Dishonored all day. Saturday's going to be John Rambo here doing co-op. Sunday I'll probably maybe go back to XCOM, and that's the other thing I do want to mention. Yeah, I am going to play more XCOM, but I don't know what I'm going to do. At this point, people have told me I'm pretty much completely fucked because I played myself into a corner. The game's tutorial actually screws you up and tells you to do wrong things that makes you advance the story to the point where you can't progress and you lose, okay? The problem is, I'm already more than 5 hours in, and if I start over now, there's no way between Sunday and Monday I can beat the whole game. People are saying it's a 20 to 30 hour game. Tuesday we got 2 new releases coming out, plus a DLC for Borderlands 2. So guess what, XCOM? You basically fucked yourself. The game is great, by the way. I really enjoy it, but the game designers designed the game so poorly, the tutorial teaches you the wrong things to do, the game recommends you do the wrong things, and then you end up going so far ahead in the game, all your guys are under-leveled, and you completely lose the game. Wow, congratulations. I understand you wanted to make a game that plays like a game from the 1990s because people like that, but at least have a fucking tutorial that makes sense and doesn't fuck you, okay? I'm okay with a game with high difficulty, but not with a game that tricks you into doing the wrong stuff. That's really poor. And it's a shame, because like I said, I'm really enjoying the game. The game is fun as hell. It's just, if you need to know what to do correctly to enjoy it properly, and I was not provided that means. So I'm going to be playing more XCOM. I just don't know how much, and I don't know if I'm ever going to get a chance to beat it. We're going to have to see what happens, alright? So that's it for this channel update. Again, see you for Dishonored tomorrow. Tune in Tuesday. Tune in Saturday for co-op with John Rambo, for sim matches, our final set of sim matches. A lot of good content coming up. Feeling real great about it. The hardcore gaming season continues. The contest continues tomorrow. I'll see you then. Peace.